All right, guys, welcome back. And we are all loaded up on the U-Haul trailer. This is my 2020 Road Glide, and we're actually going to get it retuned, and we are actually going to get an oil change at Get Lowered Cycles right there, baby. So recently, if you haven't seen, I put the new D&D exhaust on there, the Billet Cat one. Beautiful. If you want to see a video of me putting it on and struggling, go check that out. All loaded up, stable, not going anywhere. Looks good. So what engine work I've done is a stage 2 with the 475 cam, the S&S 55 millimeter air manifold, HPI air cleaner, and like I said, the D&D, in fact, the D&D Billet Cat exhaust. So I got to do a retune on it, and I got to get the oil changed. Let's get in the car here. We'll get this shit going here. So before we go, I just want to show you the numbers I had with the Bassani pipe, and I had the same setup, just a different pipe. I have the numbers right here. If you can see, this is the standard. It says 121 HP and max torque is 131. We have also the other chart, the SAE. It says 117 and 127. So let's see if it makes a difference. The pipe, it sounds a lot better to me, but we're gonna see. Like I said, we are gonna go head out to Get Lowered, and we're gonna go down to Pennsylvania. Everything's loaded up and we're ready to go. All right, let's hit the road. All right, guys, I just got here to Get Lowered. I brought the bike around. They're prepping it to be on the lift. Actually, they're prepping it to be on the dyno, because I'm going to get it re-dyno tuned with the D&D exhaust. And then after that, I get an oil change and we're off. And we'll see the numbers. Let's take a look. Looks like they prepped it already. It's going to go, yeah, so it's going to go up on the dyno tune, get it tuned, then change all the fluids. And then let's see what the numbers are. So stay tuned.
A few moments later.
Alright, guys, so it's been about a week since I did the retune and the 3-hole oil change, the Road Glide. And last week I had to run out of there, had to take care of a few things, so I didn't get to finish the video. But it's back in the garage right here, as you see. Everything's working well. And first off, I want to say big shout out to Get Lowered, Mike and the crew over there, always doing great work. I actually stayed there and basically waited for them to do retune and the oil change. So I know you guys are waiting for what kind of numbers did I get from this D&D pipe. So I'll put it up on the screen and I will show you and compare the numbers to what the Bassani pipe and all the whole setup here compared to the D&D pipe with the same setup. Now the setup I have in here on the motor is a 114 motor. It has the 55 millimeter S&S air manifold, HPI, air intake, 475 cam with the whole cam chest, adjustable push rods, all that fun stuff. Now I have the D&D billet cat 2-in-1, and before I had the Bassani pipe Road Rage 3 2-in-1. But saying all that and all the stuff I've done on this motor, all the work's done by Get Lowered, I put on the pipe myself, and I can honestly say to you, it was retuned, and I wanted it to not only perform well, but I wanted it to be more reliable. The numbers for this setup with the D&D pipe was 111 horsepower and 121 foot-pounds of torque. Now, compare that to the Bassani setup. It was 117 horsepower and 126 foot-pounds of torque. I'm sorry, 127 foot-pounds of torque. Now we could sit here, we could say, well, you know, why the dip in horsepower and torque? Now, I remember when I got this whole setup right here changed out, he had to retune it. So it was in October, it was cooler, but you know, obviously these bikes run a lot better when it's cooler. And last week on Memorial Day weekend, it was a little hot and it was a little humid. But I'm not making any excuses. I really don't care. 5 to 6 horsepower difference isn't a lot. You won't feel it on the top end. The torque, maybe, but not really. So, you know, I always want my bikes to perform the way they should. And yes, you could probably squeeze more power out of it, maybe change the baffle in it, retune it and all that. But when Mike retuned it, he just had to tweak a few things, you know, because this pipe is a little different from the Bassani. It doesn't have as an aggressive sweep like the Bassani does. But in the end, am I happy? Yes. Because to tell you the truth, I really don't feel much of a difference in the torque or seat of the pants. I feel like this bike performs just as well. And you know what? At the end of the day, I understand that different times of year, different times of tuning it, it depends where you are. Every dyno tune is different. I get it. And I got less power, but who cares? I want the bike to perform when I'm out on the road and when I go on long trips. And in saying that, in a few weeks, I will be going down to Tennessee, going to hit the tail of the Dragon. But first, before I get down to Tennessee to do the tail, I'm going to do the back of the Dragon and everything around down in Tennessee. We'll actually stay in Bryson City, North Carolina, which is at the border of Tennessee right there. But we'll do back of the Dragon, Charles Skyway. My boy wants to go visit one of the Buc-ee's that's close over there, so we're gonna have a lot of fun. And I wanted to make sure this bike is performing well. Obviously, you don't want it to crap out on you on the highway down there, so, or anywhere down there. So I did its basic, 3-hole oil change. I got to check the brakes, make sure everything's running well. The battery level's good, and we're about to go out there and have some fun. It's the first time my two buddies are going with me. They've never been out there, so we're gonna take our time, get out there, have fun. So we just want to go down there, have some fun, and not have to worry about these bikes. Now, it's probably round trip is about 14 to 1600 miles. Down there, we'll probably do another 500, I would say, within the 4 days we're staying down there. So we need these bikes to be performing well. So anyway, so there you have it, guys. I did the retune, I did the oil change. I'm ready to go down to Tennessee, and I just can't wait to get down there and have some fun. So if you like today's video, guys, please hit that like button. Also, if you do hit the like button, consider subscribing. Stay tuned. We're try to do a lot more videos out on there in Tennessee and show you the beautiful areas down there. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.